It's book talking time! And my phone just went off. I mentioned last week that while I didn't get a lot of writing done in February, I did get a lot of reading done. Which means that I have plenty to talk about today, so I'm trying to cut it down a little bit. I'm going to talk about my 3 favorite books that I read last month, and I'm also going to give you a little preview of some of the books that I'm planning on reading this month. I started off February by reading a book that came highly recommended by the Kelly Sheridan, which was The Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. Is it just Vampire Academy? Is there a "the" in front of it? No "the." Just Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. I know these books are kind of old news at this point, they've been out for a while, but I read the first 3 books and I loved them. I thought that it was a fun, unique world. I really like the characters and their relationships. I've only read the first 3. I'm saving the later 3 for another time because if I let myself, I would just read no new books and just read all of the Vampire Academy books. Next up is a book that I was putting off for about a year because I was scared it wouldn't live up to my authorial expectations, if that's a word or a thing, but it was Crimson Bound by Rosamund Hodge. I almost got it confused with Rochelle Mead because they're both our names. Rosamund Hodge. Longtime viewers of the WordNerds may remember that one of my favorite books from back in 2014 was Cruel Beauty, also by Rosamund Hodge. Similar covers, not a series. Because I loved Cruel Beauty so much, I was really excited for Crimson Bound, but I was also scared that it wouldn't be as good, that I wouldn't love it as much, that I would be disappointed, and I wouldn't love Rosamund Hodge anymore. I don't know, I'm weird. But the good news is, I loved this book a lot. Not as much as Cruel Beauty, but Cruel Beauty is based off of Beauty and the Beast, which is my favorite fairy tale, so this one had a lot to live up to, but I still very much enjoyed it and am recommending it to everyone I talk to who has ever read a book. They've got to read this one. Crimson Bound is based on Little Red Riding Hood, but like Cruel Beauty, if you've read that one, if you haven't, what are you waiting for? Like Cruel Beauty is a very different version of the story of Little Red Riding Hood. There are no real wolves. It's not some innocent little girl. It's dark, it's twisted, the writing is just gorgeous. I don't know how Rosamund Hodge does it. The world it takes place in is really unique. I basically can't say enough good things about it. I just really love this book. You should definitely read it. Whether or not you've read Cruel Beauty, read this one, read Cruel Beauty. After reading this book, I now know that I will buy every single book that Rosamund Hodge writes because they're just amazing. My 3rd favorite book that I read in February was another book from last year that I had been meaning to get to for a while and just hadn't, and that is The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't have a copy of that, so here's a picture of the cover. It is a beautiful cover, it is a beautiful book, it's a great retelling of 1001 Nights. It has mystery, it has romance, it's a little dark at times. I really loved it. I had heard it recommended by a lot of people, including my boss. She really liked it and was trying to get me to read it, and I'm so glad I finally did. And now for the books that I am planning or working on reading this month. I actually haven't finished anything yet because I've been trying to read too many things at one time. One of those books is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Yes, I have read this before. Yes, I've already raved about it because I love it. But we are reading it for our book club this month, which will actually be this coming Sunday, the 20th. You should definitely be there. You should definitely read it if you haven't already. And I'm just doing a little bit of a reread to refresh my mind on what happened in the first book because there have been 2 other books since then, and it's been a little while since I've read this, but I've been marking some of my favorite quotes and highlighting things and just enjoying it all over again because it's really good. I am also working on reading The Art of Not Breathing by Sarah Alexander. Yes, that's right, Sarah Alexander. This actually comes out next month, I believe on April 26th. I got an advance copy from the publisher and I'm excited to read it. It has a very unique voice, I think. compared to other contemporaries I've read, and it's interesting. It's about a family that's just a total mess because one of the children drowned several years ago, and his twin sister is trying to come to terms with it and understand what happened the day he died. I went to read Passenger by Alexandra Bracken this month. I bought this back when it came out, and I just haven't gotten around to reading it yet because I've had so many other books to read and so many things to do. I mean, it has time travel and a ship and a main character who's a musician, so lots of things that I like. So hopefully that means that I will like the book. Anyway, those are 3 of my favorite books from February and some of the books I'm looking forward to that I'm planning on reading this month or that I'm already reading. That's it for today. Let me know what books you have been reading lately that you loved or that you're excited for so that I will have even more books to read, because that's not a problem. I don't have too many books to read or anything. And I will see you guys this Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Time. Like I said, we will be talking about Maggie Stiefvater's The Raven Boys. If you haven't read it yet, you definitely should, because the writing is great and I love all the characters and their relationships. I made a video a while back about all the things that I love about it, so I will post a link to that right here for you. Also, one last reminder, then I'll be done. Don't forget that we are holding auditions right now to be a part of the WordNerds. We need a 7th member because Kaylin's having a baby and we're all really busy and things are crazy and we want to have another person. We think it would be helpful. We think you might be the person we need. So make sure to check out the video with the information for the auditions. They are due Monday the 21st, so you have about 6 days left to get your audition in, so definitely do that. Wait to see all of those auditions and interview our favorite people and have a new word nerd. I promise. I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye.